If you were successfully issued a tourist visa, can you please share in the comments section below? Examples of ties to your home country are your job, your family and friends, and your relationship with your family and friends or your community. For today's video, we are going to discuss the B1, B2 visa or tourist visa. For those of you who wanted to come to the US, you needed to focus on the ties to home country. Examples are your job, home and family and friends. To sufficiently demonstrate that you have strong ties to your home country, you have to be prepared to discuss them all at your visa interview with a consular officer. You can show that you have family to go back to or a job that you will be resuming upon return. But what if you don't have either? There are many small but relevant things that are part of our lives that tie us to our home country. Do you own a home or lease? Among the ties that bind you to your home country, the strongest is your job. The job must be stable and you must be a professional that have been in your job for a long time. So what are the requirements for this job as a tie? You must present certificate of employment outlining your position, job duties, and length of employment, letter or certificate approving travel to USA by employer, approved vacation time, recent pay stubs from employment in home country, and bank statements showing financial capacity to travel, which is commensurate to length of stay in the USA. If you are a business owner or self-employed, here are the requirements. First, bank statements showing financial capacity to travel. Also, ownership of real estate if you have one. Evidence of business visit to US such as conference or business meeting, and I-94 travel document with travel history to and from your home country if you have traveled before. Another important ties are your family or families in your home country and your friends in your home country as well. Let's talk about entering the US. So you will need a visa to enter the US, but most applicants are being denied a tourist visa. A visa allows a foreign citizen to travel to a US port of entry and request permission to enter the US, and a visa is not a guarantee of your admission. For B1, you must attend a scientific, educational, professional, or business convention, negotiate a contract, settle an estate, or consult with business associates. Tourist B2, for vacation, visit with friends, medical treatment, tourism, participation in social events, or participation in other similar events. Also, enrollment in a short-term recreational course, self-study, and not for credit toward a degree. There are things you cannot do on a visitor visa. You cannot study or be employed or have paid performances or arrive as a crew member or work as a foreign press or stay in the US permanently. Additional evidence will be needed to establish your purpose of your trip in the US. You must show the following as evidence. First, you must show the purpose of your trip if you're attending a conference or visiting family or friends. Second, you must show your intent to depart the US after your trip or your ability to pay all costs of the trip. Evidence of your employment or family ties may be sufficient to show the purpose of your trip and intent to return, but if you cannot cover the cost of your trip, you may show evidence that another person will financially shoulder your trip. Visa applicants must qualify on the basis of the applicant's residence and ties abroad rather than assurances from US family and friends. A letter of invitation or affidavit of support is not needed. However, if you choose to bring this, please remember it is not one of the factors used in determining whether to issue or deny the visa. So that means this is not a guarantee that you will be granted a visa.
While majority of the U.S. tourist visa applications are approved, the U.S. sets a standard by which you may be denied a U.S. tourist visa. So what are these U.S. standards? So please be aware that consular officers must observe these standards when interviewing applicants for tourist visas. Now, what are the three main reasons why you are being denied a visa? First, the consular officer does not have all the relevant information to determine if you are eligible for a visa. The second main reason is that you are not qualified to receive a U.S. tourist visa. The third reason is that the information reviewed indicates that the applicant falls within the scope of one of the grounds for ineligibility or inadmissibility under the law. So there are certain classes of aliens that are specifically ineligible to travel in the US. So if you fall in one of those ineligibilities, then you will be denied a visa. If you are denied a visa, in most cases, the U.S. consular officer will provide you the section of law which applies to your situation. So make sure to review the reason for your denial or ineligibility, because there are three main reasons why you are denied a visa. Here are the visa ineligibilities under the Immigration and Nationality Act. So that means that in any of these situations, you will be denied a visa. The most common is that you did not provide enough information to be eligible for a tourist visa, and this is the most common reason for the denial, and this is provided under Section 221G of the Immigration and Nationality Act. The second most common visa ineligibility is that you did not qualify for the visa, or you were not able to overcome the presumption of being an intending immigrant to the U.S. So this provision is under the Section 214B of the Immigration and Nationality Act. There are other examples of visa ineligibility.
One example is being convicted of a crime involving moral turpitude. Another is being convicted of a drug violation. Another example is that you did not provide an adequate affidavit of support when one was required. Therefore, you are denied under the public charge rule. Also, if you misrepresented a material fact or committed fraud to attempt to get a visa.
Some are denied a visa because they submitted incomplete documents or incomplete information in the application. For example, if you failed to submit a missing document, what is your remedy? Your remedy is to submit the missing document. So this is the solution. And then the other ground for visa denial is that you needed to overcome that presumption of being an immigrant. So you need to know what is the reason for the denial of your visa.
Here are the common denial reasons. First, insufficient financial resources. Second, submission of fraudulent paperwork. Also, if you have a pending or denied immigration petition and you failed to disclose this when you applied for a tourist visa. Also, if you are changing status of visa after arrival in the U.S. or suspicion of change of status. Also, staying in the U.S. for extended period of time.
If you have any other questions and comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Again, thank you guys for supporting my channel, and if you haven't liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.